Each spring, the iconic saguaro cacti bloom here and across other parts of Arizona. But the beauty of this prickly, mysterious giant that grows in the desolate Sonoran Desert, covering southern Arizona and northern Mexico, may be in jeopardy.
The rate of climate change has already surpassed potentially ecological tipping points that we don't understand or haven't documented.
Research ecologist Daniel Winkler with the United States Geological Survey says he's concerned about the landscape's future. A picture, he says, research paints with less saguaros. The National Weather Service recorded 2020 as the driest year in Tucson. That same year, August took the title as the warmest month on record at 92 degrees, and it's expected to be hotter than normal this year. Tucson is home to the Saguaro National Park.
Saguaros have evolved to deal with typical desert conditions or days over 100 degrees or more. What we don't really understand is whether they can tolerate an abundance of 100-degree days as we're seeing.
How are droughts and how is climate change having an impact on the number of saguaro cactus that we see?
So the severe long-term drought that much of the Southwest has been experiencing over the last couple of decades has been negatively impacting saguaro populations, particularly in the national park. So what we're seeing is that the number of young, new individuals that are in the population is dramatically decreasing from historic levels.
The 2020 saguaro census found between 1990 and 2020, the number of saguaros at the national park nearly doubled to 2 million. But in 2010, the species began to hit a wall, and they detected only a slight increase through 2020. Winkler says recent research shows stress is preventing the plants from surviving into adulthood. Weather is just one component endangering the cactus species.
As bufflegrass spreads across our national park, what we're seeing is an increased prevalence of wildfires.
In 2020, an invasive grass known as buffalo grass fueled the Bighorn Fire in Arizona that charred nearly 120,000 acres and destroyed hundreds of saguaro cacti.
We know of at least 200 or more other species of plants and animals that entirely depend on the existence of saguaros for their own survival.
As it gets hotter and drier, fear is growing for the beloved staple across Metro Phoenix.
Come on, let's go.
A couple of years ago, Scott Bartelt says he began to notice the saguaros in his neighborhood were decaying and dying.
So is this right here what concerns you?
Yeah. I think that is bacterial necrosis, and you can see it just eats away at the plant.
This is just one cactus he diagnosed.
It just makes me sad.
Bartelt snapped pictures of more than 200 saguaros and documented his findings on the iNaturalist app for the first Metro Phoenix saguaro census launched this May by the Desert Botanical Garden.
I just had to touch it, and it just fell right off.
Hundreds of volunteers signed up to assess saguaros.
We don't understand if this is a natural process or not.
Research scientist Tanya Hernandez with the Desert Botanical Garden says everything points to climate change, but suspects disease and human pollution in the city may also play a role.
You have severe damage in the stem.
She hopes the census they now plan to make an annual event every May can help find answers before it's too late. Winkler says scientists like himself are conducting research and conservation efforts to help preserve the prickly giant for future generations.
When I look at my data and I see that the number of saguaros in our national park is declining, likely because of prolonged drought, I'm disheartened because I know that the place that I love and the place that I love to study and love to recreate on my time off might not look like this for the foreseeable future.
The next saguaro census will be held in 2030, giving scientists a better idea if these iconic giants will survive the Arizona heat and potential fire threats. Addie Guajardo, Newsy, in the Saguaro National Park.